So what I'm doing today is I am taking some old Pokemon cards, like these. I got out of a pack a little while ago. These are first edition. These are the fossil set. You can tell by fossil because it has that little handprint or fossil print on it. First edition stamp means that it's first edition. It was the first print run of that set. All the other ones from that set are not going to have that first edition stamp on it. But before I get to that, I'm going to start with base set. Base set was the original set that came out, and we have Machamp there. That first set will have that first edition stamp on it. The other ones will not. Like if we go over here to Mr. Charizard will not have that first edition stamp on the left, and it will. It's not going to have any symbol there on the right, like the Junglewood, like Electrode, or the Fossil Wood, like Shelder. Now, this binder I got for about $160, $170, and the two cards I thought would be good would be Charizard, but if you could tell, you can't really tell in the, oh yeah, it's a really, really bad crease in it, which I didn't notice when I first skimmed it, and that crease is, this card is probably worth like $1 or $2 now. However, this card, Charizard, base set, it's unlimited. You can tell it's unlimited because it has that shadowed border right there. It doesn't have the first edition, and it has a shadow border. This one's actually in decent condition. This might sell for like anywhere between $50 and $60. That's kind of the ones that we were all remembering. This is all the card that we all wanted when we were younger. A lot of us outside of Machamp never really had that first edition stamp. Depending on where you were in America anyway, on the West and East Coast, they got those first edition boxes. Anywhere in Middle America or in the South, they didn't really have that. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all these cards that I got either from this binder or from these packs that I opened up before. I'm putting them into little sleeves, and then putting those sleeves into these card penny savers, these holders. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to either sell them either at a bulk, or I could send them off to PSA. These cards are all pack fresh, which means that they should be pretty flawless. Like if I go with Mr. Shelder here, and until there's really no scratches, there's no wearing on anything. Sometimes you might see some whitening on the back, but I don't really see. There's a little bit up there. The more whitening on the back, the more damage that it'll have. So, like this Charizard, there's a bunch of whitening on there. So if we sent this Charizard to PSA, it might get like a 5 or a 6. Whereas all of these guys will probably get anywhere between 8 and 10 because they just look great. In PSA, the Professional Sports Authenticators, they're a third party that judges the card and how they judge based on the centering of it, like how in the center it is in between that yellow border. They judge if there's any scratches on it, if there are any indentations, and they give it anywhere between 1 and 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. And each card you get graded, probably if you do a bulk order, might cost like $7. So all of this might cost maybe like, I don't know, $700, $800 just to grade. So that's why I might not even do that. I might just sell them as a bulk because it's a lot to try to only grade them. And a lot of these guys, even though this is the base set, it's the original set, and because of the condition that they're in, they might not get that much. So I might just sell the binder. I might just grade the Charizards, the Blastoise, and the Venusaurs. The big three, the original. These guys, they might be worth it because at a PSA 10 for first edition card for a fossil, all these are very common. You tell the rarity by going on the bottom right hand. If it's a circle, that circle means it's common. If you get let me try to find one that has Mr. Magmar over here, or even War Turtle. War Turtle's got a diamond in the bottom right corner, so that means it's uncommon. If you open up a pack, you're definitely going to find one of these guys. You may or may not find one of those guys, but these rares, like a Raichu or a Hitmonchan over here, they have the star underneath it, and that star means it's rare, and especially hollow. Hollow you just might not get. So that is it for today. This is just letting you guys know what I do. This isn't my full-time job or anything. This is something I just started collecting seriously again a few years ago. Obviously, we all collected these as kids. At least I did anyway. But I started with just some of my expendable income after I started a business in 2017. 2018, I had a little extra money. So I was like, all right, let me start buying some of these graded already. And it was fun. And they, are considered a alternative asset where it's not like a car, like it depreciates or anything, but it is something that is relatively liquid. You could sell them pretty much at any time because there is a high demand for any of these. Any of you guys have any extra Pokemon cards or you need a little extra money, let me know. I'll buy them off you. Again, this is what I do kind of part-time. And thanks for the view. Give me a like, and I will see you guys later. Bye.